This is Jeopardy, and here's your host, Amy Infectious.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome, contestants, to another exciting edition of Jeopardy. Today we have two brilliant contestants with us, Brad, the Grad Bear, and Max, the Lone Wolf.
Your categories are What a Bug, See with Your Eyes, Hospital Infections, Drugs, and More Drugs, and finally, Abbreviations.
Our returning champion won the coin toss backstage, so he will start first. Brad, pick your category.
Let's start with abbreviations for 200, Amy.
Here's the first clue. OI. This type of infection only becomes a problem when a person's immune system is impaired due to disease or drug therapy.
What is an opportunistic infection?
You are correct for 200 points. Select your next clue, Brad.
Let's try abbreviations for 400, Amy.
Your clue is ART, a type of medication regimen that can cause more severe, localized manifestations of a MAC infection, including lymphadenitis, pneumonitis, and osteomyelitis.
What is antiretroviral therapy?
You're correct, Brad. You're on the board for 400 points. Select your next category.
Let's try abbreviations for 600, Amy.
IRIS, a possible, very severe clinical manifestation of a MAC infection that includes lymphadenitis and fever.
What is immune reconstitution inflammatory syndrome?
You're correct again, Brad, for 600 points. Pick your next category.
Let's try See with Your Eyes for 200.
This is a type of T cell that indicates immune system function that helps determine when MAC prophylaxis therapy is initiated and discontinued.
What is a CD4 T cell? You're correct again for another 200 points. Select your next category.
See with Your Eyes for 400.
This type of laboratory testing is performed on a blood sample to check for the presence of microorganisms, and along with signs and symptoms is a key diagnostic tool for a MAC infection.
What is a blood culture?
You're correct, 400 points. Select your next category.
See with Your Eyes for 600.
This drug is from a class called macrolides and, along with others in its class, can be used for prophylaxis and acute treatment of a MAC infection.
What is clarithromycin?
Yes, that's correct. Okay, this is the end of the round and we're going into Final Jeopardy. The final category is word origins. Here's the final clue. This opportunistic infection, more commonly seen in patients with HIV, consists of a root word that is a combination of two Greek roots, myx, meaning mushroom or fungus, and bacterion. Brad, you wrote down, what is microbacteria? I'm sorry, but we were looking for the actual opportunistic infection based on this root word, so that would be incorrect. It'll cost you 400 points. Max, your answer was, what is Mycobacterium avium complex? That is correct. It'll give you 1,800 points. Brad is still our big winner today with a total of 2,200 points. Congratulations, Brad. You really are a true grad. Thanks, folks. Join us next week for another round of Jeopardy!